For me, everything with a purpose. If I have a horse that's really flighty and scared and needs desensitized, for me, long lining is a wonderful choice for that horse to take more time in the riding. Yeah? That we have lunging, normal lunging, working with the horse, but also just doing things with the hind legs and not having the horse be so worried about things. I think long lines make a lot of sense for a horse like that, done well. I don't like long lining at all for an inexperienced person. I think you can really make a wreck. But I personally like it for a horse that's really, really sensitive and worried about things going behind them and around them. I like to use that quite a bit in skilled hands to just get them to desensitize. And then in terms of, I saw this in Scandinavia actually. There was a person I got to know that I really, really admire the horsemanship. They take all the horses in the woods on long lines, young ones. The horses love it, love it. I'm all for anything that makes sense and is good. And I'm against anything that doesn't make sense and doesn't go well. And I think we all have to understand what we're good at and what we're not good at. If you feel your timing and your reading of a horse is not so perfect, don't stick a pair of long lines on a sensitive horse. You could really make a wreck. If you think that's something good for the horse, take a lesson take the horse to somebody who's really good with it and get it done for a couple of times for a purpose, But if it's good for the horse, go for it. I think it's great.
It's totally, when you look in its eyes, it's totally relaxed. It's totally fine. It's focusing on the surroundings. It's carrying its tail. The rhythm of the walk is totally clear. So that's a very, very good way to start a 3-year-old horse, to just walk it around and be it for a moment like this.
It was mentioned earlier, somebody made the comment about, you know, the rider's hands and leg. So again, we see here another really, really good coach for a young horse. Totally present with leg, reins, really connected to the horse in a nice manner. And I think this is really, really important. You know, it's this stage of the game, anything quick motion, hands moving quickly or like is kind of scary to a horse. You need to be just in a zone for the horses. You could also see the way in which you can use your reins in a subtle way as a balancing tool for the shoulders. Nothing dramatic, not crossing the withers, nothing like this, but you can really think your forearms are a bit of a subtle channel, but nothing major, not this stuff, just subtle. Looks like a very nice sensitive horse, this horse. Very sensitive horse.
She's doing just perfect right now. Is the way she's using her hands. I mean, the horse is still a little bit inconsistent in the contact, but we always have to think about that the mouth of the horse is not the contact. Our hands are part of the contact. And if we want to make it a little bit more consistent and quieter, the first thing is that our hands need to be quiet. And then let the horse find the contact. And this is also the absolutely best rhythm at the moment for this horse. Even if it looks a little bit slow, but the trot work is not totally relaxed yet. And I think if we would send this horse too much forward, we would going on the wrong way at the moment. Later on, when the top line is more relaxed, then we can ask for more. But now to find the total relaxation, a quieter rhythm is for sure better.
Ingo mentioned an extremely important word, forward. Big difference of forward versus fast. I see a lot of fast riding. That isn't forward. That's on the forehand running. So let's really try these 2 days to really understand the right tempo of forward, not the word fast. There can be fast moments to make a point to a horse or to showcase something or to say, to reinforce the leg as a forward tool, but then back off to find forward. I love to have the idea of a forward-thinking horse. I always want a forward-thinking horse that is moving forward, not fast. I think we have to find, how do we develop strength in the horses, their own strength, their own body strength. I like to pick the best gait for a horse to build the body strength up. Less time on the weak gait, more time on the good gait. And also when we talk about young horses, I personally like to think about that we don't have walk, trot, canter. We have left and right, walk, trot, canter. because they're physically very, very different. So you have to really be thinking clearly about your horses. What's the weaker side? Which gait? And again, you want to have a good experience for those horses. Help the weak side become stronger, but don't just attack the weak side.